Hey everybody, it's Maureen, Crafty Sky Lady, coming at you from Massachusetts. How's everybody this evening? It's late, and it's always late when I do these. And I'm in my back room, obviously, my work room, and I have always a lot going on, and tonight is no different, but we're fine with that, right? So I got my O-ring over there, and I got my nice, hot cup of tea. It's I don't know, some kind of I think it's got lavender and all kinds of stuff in it. It was a special tea I bought up at the fairgrounds actually over a year ago, but it was all good. It had never even been opened, from a lady who made special teas, and this is supposed to be an anxiety blend. Not that I feel like I'm having anxiety. I had a very nice day and things are fine, but I thought I'd try it anyway. Very hot right now. I have lemon and I have tea in it. That'll help me with my throat out here. So, lots that we can chat about. So, just get this put down because I do make a mess. All right. So, I'm kind of excited to tell you that I got all my stuff. My husband helped me. And last week, we got all my things I'd been working on for the reverse graphics that I'm doing. And we got my vendor table all set up. So I'm good to go up in Brattleboro, exit 1 at the Vermont Crafters Emporium. And it's a market space where it's all artisans, beautiful stuff in there. Some people make some absolutely gorgeous stuff, really. And of course, with the holidays, and they're moving from across the hall eventually to a bigger room. They're waiting for the contractors to finish up their stuff and get out of there, and then they'll be moving over. So that's exciting too. So all my stuff is there, and it looks so nice. And I set it up with a nice fall little pumpkin table theme and tablecloth, and all my things are on there. And I've been working fast and furious, and I got to bring more up there. Look at this one, folks. And I finally got it. This is the paint I really like. Benjamin Moore. Got to tell you. Element Guard. This, because you need white flat. White flat, and that's what this is. And white latex flat. I was using another kind, and that was what I started out with, and it wasn't mixing up well with the plaster of Paris in the recipe that I'm following from Deidre from Canada. There, our Upcycled Life. It was the brand that I had bought that just did. I tried 3 or 4 times. It didn't. It just stayed chalky. I mean, gunky, and then it would go on real weird. And no, I bought this, and this works. And I did manage to get the laser printer because my husband won a little extra on the lottery ticket a few weeks back and surprised me with a little extra cash. He said, "What's that you've been wanting?" And I said, "Oh, a laser printer, but I'm thinking maybe for Christmas, because it's, a good 180 to 200 once you pay the insurance on it and all that." And I didn't get the colored one. I just got the black and white, but I really like it. It's a Brother, and so far it's working. Every now and then I have to re-signal it. But this is an old farmhouse, and my Xfinity signal and all that, I have to get up and hit the button and wait for it, but it eventually will work. So it's just a little delay in that, but I get it. It's being out here too. But anyway, it all works, and I'm happy. Oh, and so anyway, look at this, folks. Look how nice this came out. Remember, today is the tomorrow you worried about yesterday. I love this. I bought this one from Deidre's graphics for sale on Etsy. Yeah, this is one of hers. But I love it. It came out great. And this is ready now. It's got a coat of acrylic sealer and polyacrylic sealer. And I'm ready to just about bring this up there for sale. And I want to do more of these. This was fun. So while I'm talking with you and updating you on my little life's events, I thought that we would rub off a few of these. I just got done working on eBay, and I had to wait for my phone to camera to charge. So while I was doing that, I figured, well, I better. So I did a bunch of draft listings, and eBay is going well. I'd like to see some bigger, more money-making sales. They're kind of straggling along, 12 bucks here, maybe 20 there, but I would like to see more. And I've got a lot on. I've been listing fast and furious. I'm just under 500 items. So I want to just keep going. I've got stuff. I got plenty of stuff. I'm actually trying to stay out of the thrift stores. Right now, I have so much. I have been I'm antsy to go to one. I love looking, right? It's in our blood after a while. But I'm trying to, okay, I've got enough. Stay out of them for now. Get your stuff listed because, like they say, if you don't list it, you can't make any money. So, and I literally forget what I've got when I start poking. It's like Christmas all over again. I'm like, oh yeah, I bought that. I got 2 hats that I got for $2 a piece, and I think I can get about 20 bucks for each hat. It's pretty good. So I'll take those margins, And I got some other nice dishes and knicky-knacky things, stuff for Christmas. Nice clothes. I just listed 2 really beautiful blazer jackets in like Pendleton, houndstooth, wool one, and another one in a beige camel, kind of a mohair blazer jackets. They're beautiful, and I got them for like $6 each. So I have good prices on those. Those are the things I like to see those start to sell, and I believe they will eventually. And some stuff is selling that's been on for since my first week back in January, and it's selling now. So sometimes you just gotta wait it out, Yeah. So having fun with that, and like I said, I got more bubble wrap and tape, and I'm ready to go for what they call this 4th quarter, right? So, and I've got really good feedback. I had one hiccup a few weeks back where a woman bought a blouse, and I had listed that this blouse is kind of odd to me. There's a little pink hue. It was a black and white polka dot with also some beadwork, very geometric design to it, jersey fabric, kind of more of a I don't know how to say it, but anyway, it was pretty, but even when I got it home and washed it and looked at it, I looked at this thing and I looked at this thing, and I kept thinking, do I want to put this on? It's pretty. It had, where the black and white was all throughout, it had a little pink overlay, like a hue. And I don't know if that was in the actual fabric and it's supposed to be like that, or if somebody previously washed it and it ran. I just didn't know. I kept looking, saying, is this a flaw? And yet it was actually nice looking throughout with a little bit of pink, and I thought, so I listed it. But I noted all of that in the description. I did. And a girl kind of bought it, and she gave me neutral feedback because she said that she believed my word that it could still be worn. She goes, I don't know if I could wear this. And I paid, $15 or $16. But I sent her a message and I offered to give full refund, and I never heard back from her. So, okay, I did my part, I figure. I apologize. My bad. Maybe I shouldn't have listed it. I really don't know if it was, because here's the thing, folks. I, youngest of four, I grew up with four, and we were close in age. So I shared a bedroom with my sister, and my two brothers shared a bedroom. Okay, that's the way it was. If she got something, if my mother did go to never could afford anything great, so it had to be Walmart or something like that, a dress, she might have gotten a blue one. I got the same dress in a different size, different color, like pink flowers or blue. I remember one Easter, mine was pink and white, beautiful little dress, flowered, and my sisters had the same dress, my sister, same dress, blue flowers. That's what they did. So anyway, getting back to that, I was never one for labels. Labels didn't mean nothing to me. If I liked something, I liked it, and never really buying real high-end stuff anyway, rarely, till I got a little older and was able to get a few nice things. But overall, I've never been a label to pay attention to labels. But now that I'm an eBay seller of clothing, I've had to learn a lot about labels, brand names, pay attention to this, pay attention to that. And I'm learning. And boy, that was a learning experience. I'll never, if I question something, I won't put it on. If I question the pattern but in that, just hear me out. There's so many fabrics out there and styles and wackadoodle looking things that it's hard to know. Is this supposed to look like that, or is this a flaw? And I washed it and everything. I didn't make it run. It was already like that. So anyway, I'm learning, folks. I'm learning. Yeah. So anyway, I'm happy about my table up there. I have not, this time of year, or any time of year really, summer, I love sitting outside in my bottle wall area. You know this. Honestly, folks, with all the rain that we've had here in New England, I haven't gotten out there much at all. And the few times I did, it rained. It rained all over my pillows, all over my stuff I just did to dress it all up. Now, here it is fall. Pumpkins, orange, beautiful leaves. You want to get out there and dress it up, right? I don't dare, because it's just rained so much. It rained last night, earlier this morning, and then the sun came out today. I went to Springfield, Vermont to see my daughter and granddaughter, and we had a nice day out. We went to Chester, Vermont, a little town, about 20 minutes away from where she lives. Beautiful little shop, very New England. And a lot of little bookstores, a little artisan jewelry, crafts, and books, and pottery, and candy shop. We had fun. We had lunch in an old farmhouse, and I'm telling you, done over nicely though, newly renovated, but so old that the floors literally dip. You've got to watch your step. You're going down, then you're going up, and you're going down. I am not kidding you. And we sat like what was a sunken porch at one time. There was only 3 little tables, and then there's a big dining room, and that's all they offered. There was no bathroom. It's kind of weird. You put your order in at kind of this bar type with a guy, you pay there, then you go and find your seat yourself, and then, enjoy your little meal. But he brings it out to you, and they live there too, I believe. So it's sectioned off. It's a home. Kind of different. And I thought, geez, kind of reminded me here of this house a little bit, because our floors dip a little bit, but not that bad. But very nice. And I ordered a chicken pot pie. I think it's called the Stone Hearth Eatery. Yeah, the little farm and everything. Very nice section. And it was good. The food was fresh and very good. My daughter, I had a little salad with it, delicious. And the flaky crust on that pot pie was delicious. Excuse me, I'm sorry, folks. And then my daughter got like an apple and cheese and some kind of toasted sandwich and actual homemade potato chips. And then the little one, who's so picky, got a hamburger. And needless to say, she didn't eat her bun. She did eat the burger. And she was fine. She had a drink and she was fine. So we don't push her because she's a good girl. She's a dear. So it was a nice day. It really was. I was glad to see them get out and about. My ride up was good. My ride back was good. The highway is not so many orange barrels everywhere. God, about 3 weeks ago I went up. Oh, what a nightmare. It's a tricky exit anyway. The exit I have to take off to the right, exit 7. But oh man, they were working right there, and they had barrel and I'm trying. I've got cataracts in my eyes. It's daytime, but I'm trying to literally follow where the barrels, and you're going this, and there's traffic coming this way, and I'm like, I slowed way down. There were trucks behind. I didn't care. I needed to find that exit and make it. I didn't want to be on there any longer than that. I did it. Anyway, I have this in front of me. And this is one, as you can see, I'm ready to scratch it, rub it off, and reveal what's under here. So, and this is one of my sayings I did. So let's work on that. So I'm gonna turn it down for just a bit. I don't go off. If I go off, thank you. Think about subscribing. Think about liking and sharing. Hit the bell, comment. I need your help and support, guys. We can do this. And I'm trying to build my audience here. I don't know if you can see this. And thank you. I love y'all. Come down one more. There. I'm just so afraid I'm going to lose it. There we go. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you can see that pretty good, I think. There we go. All right. Yeah. I have a sponge. And this is reverse graphics with a LaserJet printer, folks. I made 2 apple pies with an apple pie mix. I bought apples up at the Clarkdale Fruit Farm here in our neck of the woods. I'm just wetting this just a little bit, kind of slightly dampened sponge. Okay. And yeah, they were delicious. I have a good of course being 70 and cooking all these years, I make my own crust, and I have got it down packed, and I gotta tell you, bragging on it, but they are good. Even my husband said you make some of the best crust he's ever had. I'll take that. Now see how this rubs, people? Are you seeing it? You take your finger after I've wet it, and you just start. You don't want to start on the ends because it might tear. Start in the middle and work that way. And you just rub, and like I said, you go back after and do a second. But you get that first layer off, and you can see it, and you can literally feel it with your fingers. Yeah. Then you go back to make it even brighter, but I am really liking this. So I've got several signs. Uh-oh, that did rip. Okay, gotta be very careful here. All right. Don't want that. I want to be careful. I gotta be careful right there. It's ripping a little bit. Okay. Why? Huh. All right. gonna just try to be careful with this. Hold on. Yeah, really yummy pies, yummy apple. And I do a little bit of the spices. I put a pinch of clove in, which I really think makes it so good. Oh my God, a little ginger, a little nutmeg, and a lot of cinnamon. And I use a real cane sugar for half, and then like a Truvia. So it's a Truvia and cane sugar mix of sugar. And I put a little bit of butter in, like fat packs we call them, over all of that after you've poured the sugar over your apples. I make my own crust with the shortening flour, salt, and water. And I blend it in with my pastry cutter. And you do it till the flour cleans the side of the bowl. You know it's ready to roll out. Yeah, really good, really good. And I have a collection of pie birds, being that, you know, this for the steam escape pie birds, and you stick them in the center of your pies. And I think it's an English thing actually, but I've been collecting them for years now, and I've got a nice collection. Matter of fact, I've got to find them. They're put away, and I've got to get them out again. We put them away when we did the dining room over, and I forgot to take them back out. But I have one pie bird in the kitchen that I keep on a shelf that I put in the center of the first pie I make, and then I do the others just regular with no pie bird. But anyway, it looks so cute with the pie bird in it in the center of the pan. Anyway, just so you know, just some of the things I like to do. I made a really good, I made Nicholas Fairford's. If you follow him, I like following him. His videos are very, he's from Edinburgh, and he is such a nice looking young man, very calming. Uh-oh, that's ripping. Very calming are his videos. See, these are ripping a little bit. I have to be careful. Now, this one I did just last night. Sometimes I think they need more than a day of, or I might be rubbing a little too hard. You gotta be careful. Yeah, like that one came off too. All right, let's see what I can do here. Yeah, that's coming off. I gotta be careful with that. Or I might have to do this all over. God knows I've done enough of that. But anyway. All right, there's that. Get that out of there. Eddie had a birthday, October 5th, and it was very nice. I made him scallops the other day. He likes fried scallops. I did them in my air fryer, and I've got a good recipe that I came up with on my own for the batter, and they were good. You gotta watch how long you cook them, because being in an air fryer, they do cook up fast. And so I did that. I gotta see if I can keep this one. I gotta be careful with that E, because that's gonna come right off on me. Yep. All right. Um, and so, yeah, his daughter, Michelle, who lives in the Melbourne area, Florida, Tampa Bay area, I guess, she came up by herself. She didn't come with her boyfriend this time. And to see him and wish him happy birthday. And it was nice. We had a nice visit. And she and I went over to the parade that Northfield was having to celebrate the town's 350th anniversary. A lot of history in the town. Want to live long. What is that? Oh, L-I, okay. And so, yeah, it was really nice. A nice visit. I had made a nice chowder that we ate for 2 days. She was only here for three nights. And, yeah, really, really nice. Made a nice chowder. It went over big with sourdough bread. That was good. And then I took her to one of my favorite little restaurants one of the days. So that was nice. That was nice. Yeah. You gotta be very careful because this will just rip right off. Now let that dry. Alright, we'll go down here and work on these other ones because these definitely need to dry. Yeah, see this? Not quite. Alright, I am going to work on the next one. Okay. This is slightly damp. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Then you just start rubbing and you'll feel it go to that first layer cutting. There you go. There. And you can kind of just watch it come off. Yeah. And then there's a second layer that we're going to get later. But right now, we're getting that first layer. Yeah, so I'm kind of excited. My jewelry in a vintage place, I've got to go there and check. I believe I might have a check for close to like $30, maybe 28, something like that. Yeah, so that's not bad. I'll take anything. Make it all work, right? Yeah, you can kind of feel with your finger for that second layer, but you gotta be careful. Yeah, now here's all of that too. Yeah. It's still lifting a little. I don't want it to do that. Darn it. Yeah. You wet your finger ever so slightly to just keep it going. I gotta work on cutting that. Okay. Getting this paper all off. Okay. Yeah, I put some cans in the table with some florals in them that say, Crafty, Crazy Plant Lady. And another one that says rosemary. And I did it in the coffee stain and the big black can. And I did a couple with footed legs. With the black ball, and I glued them to the bottom of the big, large cans, and they're so adorable. And I found some, fake rosemary that look real, plant the greenery, and put it in there, with a styrofoam, newspaper styrofoam in the can, and then glued some raffia and stuff in there on top to make it look more natural and hidden. And it came out so pretty. I coffee stained, like I said, the label, the word rosemary, and then tore it, and then did like a cinnamon rub on some of the cans, and they just came out so nice. So those are up there, and then what else? Just really good. Yeah. All right, now this, I gotta get this paper off of here. Gotta be careful when you're doing them close. Like, see, I just took that off. I gotta let that dry now. Yeah, gotta be very careful at the edge of the words. Yeah. I don't know, guys. Alright, oh, I did it. Darn it. I gotta let that dry. Put a little bit of glue on there, I guess. Same with this one. This one I did bad too. I'll have to fix that. You can take a marker or your pencil and fill in a little after. I notice if it really gets bad, if they tear a little bit, and they're going to a little bit, but your goal is to try to get them to not tear too much, which it can be a little tricky, especially if I've wet it. Like that's too wet, so I'm just gonna let it dry now. Not do any more there. Come back over here. Yeah. So the other day, you ever watch TV, watching TV or a movie or something, but mostly TV and, and something just really bugs you. You like to jump out of your chair and go jump into the boob tube and choke somebody because they're just so outrageously weird and being foolish and selfish and rude to others and oh my God. Well, anyway, I was watching this TV show that comes on daily, talk show. I'm not going to say which one it was, but anyway, I'm just going to talk about what I feel and witness from the show that I thought was just ridiculous. So anyway, everyday talk show comes on every day, Monday through Friday. And this may have been a rerun, but I don't know if I'd seen this one before. I didn't remember seeing it before, but I watched it recently. So okay, so my husband and I are watching it, and it's like there's a young kid. The show was about this young kid and his parents were on. And he was totally out of control he's a YouTuber, okay? And as you know, if you're a YouTuber, and I'm learning, and there's still a lot I don't know, but I'm learning. So evidently, if you get enough subscribers and subscriptions, likes, shares, and all that good stuff, YouTube and so many subscribers and you meet those numbers, you will start getting paid, monetized on YouTube, that platform. Okay. So, and it's something like over 100,000 subscribers, and then, you just keep building your audience from there, and you can make very, very good money. And you go on as much as you can, and your job is to keep good content and keep working the videos to keep that audience going and growing. Okay. So, this is what this kid does. He's been doing it since he was about, 15. He's now about 18 when the show aired. I think now he's probably in his 20s and he's still doing it. But anyway, this kid makes outrageous videos, and he pushes the limit. He's edgy, and he started out like little pranks, like he would dress up as an Easter bunny and go knock on his neighbor's door, and then I don't know, do something stupid, or leave something on her doorstep, or knock on the door, or do something weird, or say something weird, or anything to get attention and to get more people to like and share and subscribe to his channel, right? Okay. Well, in doing that, because, you know, he's getting desperate now over the years for more content for his videos, okay? You can imagine he's done it all, so now he needs new content, new material, so he's pushing the limit even more, so jumping off high dives and, you know, throwing himself in the back of a pickup truck with water and suds and other people, and he's slushing around and flopping, and he's banging himself. He could break his neck or break somebody else's neck. And in his abrupt and vague attempt to do these videos, not thinking, he's not putting a lot of thought into being safe. He's just going to do this outrageous video. And he what's the word I want? He takes, you know, like if I'm doing this video, I'm saying to you, like, oh, if you join me next time, I'm gonna, you know, do 10 of these on one video, and we're gonna rush it up. We're gonna, you know, that would be me, you know, trying to get your attention, trying to get you to come back, trying to get you to stay with me, trying to get you to subscribe, hit like, share the button, because the more I get you to do that, my numbers build, and my money that comes to me from YouTube and the monetization grows, right? Well, that's what this kid's doing now. Is he making money? Oh, yes, he is. He hasn't finished, at the time, he hadn't finished high school. As his parents came on, his mother even said, because the host asked how he was doing at school, and the mother said, come on, don't lie. Tell him you're not doing well at all, you're failing. But he was such a big know-it-all, and he's making so much money. What does he care? And I'm talking money, folks. Millionaire. He's got Lamborghini now. He built it so much with these outrageous, foolish videos, and throwing himself here and there, and you know, that he's made so much money that he's got Lamborghinis and, you know, top name vehicles and properties in different countries, and you name it, this kid is making a ton of money. So in his mind, what do I need an education for? I'm already making more money than I can ever imagine or ever spend. So you know, but like I said, because he's trying to now always do something more edgy, he's pushing, and even his parents are worried, you know, he's really pushing the limit and throwing himself in outrageous situations. Number one, he has a brother, and the brother got on too. Oh, he's a little bit older brother, and he had a brand new car, the brother, and a sporty car, and this kid, he had just gotten it, just brought it home, evidently, and this other kid doing the YouTubes decides he's gonna, no license, nothing, and hop in it and go down the street and drive recklessly, and his other brother's chasing him down the street. He finally gets him to stop, and the window's down at the driver's side, and he's punching at the kid. They're punching each other. I mean, are you kidding me, people? And what I want to know is, well, first of all, let me tell you what he also did that really got the show going too, and got him on the show, was there's a neighbor that he gave her a name, and it's not her name, but it's the name he called her, and he was like taunting her, like harassing her, and she even would go and knock on his door and beg him to stop, because he was taking his like moped or little motorcycle, and he was going on her lawn and different areas throughout this like neighborhood, cul-de-sac neighborhood, and revving up and making a lot of noise, cutting up grass, riding over people's lawns and private property, and just being a harassing little shit. Let's just say it, okay? And narcissistic, swelled head. What does he care? He's got a bazillion subscribers and a bazillion bucks in the bank, and making more as we speak. And his parents don't like it. They're embarrassed. They're worried about him because he's exhausted his content. So he's slim pickings with what any new videos he's going to make. So he's got to come up with new stuff all the time and challenge the last video and up his ante, let's say. And I'm telling you, it was so sickening. My husband and I were watching it, and I could not believe it. And every time the host would, or someone would ask him a question or question his behavior, he had an answer for everything. And he'd speak over you. And the neighbor, the lady who told the father, I'm going to go to the police. I'm ready to take legal action. This is ridiculous. He's going to hurt someone too. There's a lot of children. I mean, because he's not thinking, he's doing things on a whim and abruptly, and just to make these gosh dang videos. And I want to know why the internet allows that. I want to know why YouTube or Instagram or all these platforms are allowing that. I want to know why they're young people, and that is not safe, people. It's not safe. It's not funny. It's creating this narcissistic, swelled head of a monster of a character. He has no regard for anybody or anything. He claims that he apologized to the neighbor because the host had her on speakerphone. She wasn't there in person, but and she said, it's not so much an apology, but I really want to know that you really mean it. She said, you have no feelings or no emotions put in your words. You don't care. You're just going to go right out and do it again or do it to somebody else. And my God, people, what are we coming to? What are we coming to if we allow that kind of behavior? I couldn't believe it. Just can't believe it. Really, it was awful. And even the host pretty much walked away and shut the show down because this kid had an answer for everything. Yep. And I guess as a follow-up, he still doing it, still making all kinds of money, still buying properties and fancy cars, and I don't believe he went and got any kind of an education, because why should he even know it all? He's making all kinds of money. But, if that was my kid, oh my God, I'd be... You know what he needs? Even though we're not supposed to spank our kids, and I don't believe in really spanking them, but I'm going to say it, he probably needs a good old-fashioned spanking. Or somebody should have shut down his access to a phone way back when he was just a young teen, because it's ridiculous. Yeah. And that behavior, he's going to hurt someone. I mean, he's throwing himself, in swimming pools and public areas and doing outrageous, stupid things to people just for a video. And he's going to hurt someone, break his neck or somebody else's, all for the sake of, grabbing an audience or grabbing attention and making some money. Really? Wow, folks. What have we come to? It's ridiculous. Really ridiculous. I couldn't believe what I was watching. And his parents are just, now they can't control him now. Obviously not. This kid's way, way out of control. Trust me. Way over the top. Yeah. And his videos are literally sickening. Sickening. Sad. Sad that we allow that as a country. Yeah. Our morals are, I don't know, folks, right in the toilet sometimes, I think. It's sad. The young people. I worry for the young people of this world. Yeah. Anyway, that's my take on that. I guess I got to start doing something really outrageous to get my numbers up there. Let's see, what can I do, folks? I guess I should shut up, and maybe I'm the foolish one, right? It's awful. It's just no regard for the human being or mankind. Just everyone's out for themselves, and boy, this kid is. Oh my God, it's sickening. And he does. An adult tries to speak, and he talks over them. He's got an answer for everything. He has no regard for the law or, good behavior or doing something in an honest fashion. He's just out there doing these pranks and rude. Oh, he's so rude to this lady. Oh my God. Wait a minute while I throw up. And his parents really aren't doing a whole hell of a lot about it. Not really. Now they can't. He's an adult now. He's an adult doing this and making all kinds of money, and I've got a bazillion subscribers, so there you have it. Yeah. So anyway, this is the method. As you can see watching me, it takes time, and I would put a YouTube on to watch or some music, but I didn't want to take from my video, and you have to be careful for copyright infringement that you don't play somebody else's music and stuff like that. So I decided to just keep it quiet and talk with you. So, garden update. I went out there and, of course, things are pretty much gone by now. I mean, I'm not getting much, but I did get some flowers and different things did grow. And it's like they tried to grow too. So I'm going to blame a lot of what did or didn't do all that well on all the rain we got, right? Here in New England, we really got a lot of rain this year. So anyway, but what I'm kind of happy about and kind of anxious to see where it goes is that I had put some gourd seeds out, bottleneck gourd, and they're growing up there. Now, this is October, and, we will be getting a frost pretty soon, too. So I've got to go out and probably get them off the vines and see how they do, because I've got a couple of them, growing, and then some real little ones, little bottleneck gourds, and I love it. I'm gonna try to harvest them and let them dry so that I can make birdhouses with them, maybe. That'll be fun. So, and I've got the long, tall, what do they call them, giant marigolds going really good in my wheelbarrow and also down in the other garden. So that's one that I will do again. And my coleus did really good. And yeah, I got something. Oh, and I've got a plant I just got the other day from, Publishers Clearinghouse. Actually, I bought them, but the lilies bulbs I want to put in now, so they'll come up next year. And they're pretty white ones with like a reddish cranberry center. Oh, they'll be stunning. And I'm going to put them in the bottle wall area in the front. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing there. So that'll be good. Yeah. So I'm kind of liking. Now, my barrage did well. I got a lot of that. And I made barrage tea, iced tea, which I thought was really good. So, I mean, I learned some new things, and yeah, I got some dahlias. I got one sunflower, so I'm gonna keep trying more flowers next year. I think that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah, a lot more flowers. Nasturtiums are awesome, and boy, they're edible, as you know. So, um, I've been sticking a few in little salads, and they're a little pungent, but I like them. I kind of like them, yeah. So you gotta have a palate for that kind of stuff, I guess. Which I do. I like the little tart kind of flavor of foods too, or pungent. I like peppers. I like hot peppers. I mean, I can't eat a lot of them, but I do like the flavor of like pepperoncinis. Yeah, yeah. All right, let's see if I can get the rest of this off here. It's coming. You got to be patient. Yeah. I got an apron. I got to make more aprons. So, okay, holidays are coming, folks. I can't believe we're already into October. I don't know where the time goes. Honestly, I am so busy that the time just flies. It really does. And, I suppose it's a good thing than saying my days linger. That's true. They do not. But, wow. And the holidays, well, I don't know if I'm ready yet. And I love them. I want to enjoy them. Um, so, yeah. Gonna be slim pickings for everyone this year too. A lot of homemade gifts. So, my daughter, she wants some aprons. I wear an apron. I'm an apron lady in the kitchen. I wear a lot of aprons. I wear aprons a lot. House cleaning and crafting, and I got one on now. It's not my long one, but so I downloaded a pattern I want to make from another YouTuber, and bought the apron pattern, and I want to do that. So that's another thing as we navigate forward into the next couple months. I will be doing some different videos on those kinds of things, so that'll be fun. Yeah. Making some aprons, and I'll make another one for myself too, because I'll tell you, the one that I use a lot is really bad. And I made that last year, and I use it so much that it's really getting paper thin. Yeah. Let's see what happened there. And that will happen. Alright, I'm going to have to let that just let's sit there and dry. Alright, put some Mod Podge on that. Yeah, you gotta be careful. It's gotta dry, see? Yeah. Alright. I gotta fix that one. Okay. Let's get down in here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, so I'm trying to think of some really cool and unique things to do for Christmas for my vendor space with this whole graphic idea and crafts too. Trash to treasure. There are a couple things I want to do with my cement molds and the cement that dries quickly. And I want to make a couple of those red cardinal things that I made last winter, if anyone remembers. I'll have to show you, but they're really kind of cool. And it was a red cardinal made out of cement, and I painted it up in the red, and then I put it on a nice wooden slab with some greenery and fake snow and glitter, and then and a pine cone, which I have a mold for that too, so the cardinal, the pine cone, the greenery on a wooden slab, and then I took the twinkle lights that run by batteries and ran it throughout, and oh, they're the cutest things. So I'll show you. I'll be doing a couple of those, and I think those will sell nicely. And then I've got to find some Christmas graphics that I like and get a couple of those going too. That's my next move with this. So yeah, we'll do it. Yeah. Alright, let's see if I can get this paper off. I don't know, I should have cut that paper better. That's another thing. When you've got strips and you've got open spaces, you should really cut around. Now I've got to pull this paper away and be careful that I don't rip, what's there. So that was my bad. I should have cut the strips smaller. Yeah. Like right here, see? I gotta do this now. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So, I got a couple of knicky-knacky pieces that, for eBay. And, one is Japanese signed pottery, but the symbols on the bottom are hard to understand or make out. And so I was looking on Google search where you take a picture, and I still can't find the symbol. It's just so hard to, when you're trying to list something and you want to get it right, and I'm looking to try to find my symbol, and you just don't find it. It's very frustrating. But I'll do the best I can, put a price on it, and hope that I'm not giving away something really valuable. I like to watch the people I follow, though. There's several YouTubers of eBay that do eBay, and they're really good about giving up the goods and talking about what to look for, what sells good, and what brands to stay away from, and different things to watch out for on eBay. And I'm really liking it. I've learned so much. Really have, yeah. In a short span of time, I really have. Yeah, I've been really diligently paying attention. And when I started out back in last November and December, a year ago, learning before I even launched my store this time around, I took all kinds of strong notes from people who'd been doing it, 10 years or more. Yeah, and I've learned so much. And I'm very jealous of some of the other thrift stores they have out there in other states. My goodness, we don't have them here like that. No, but I am eager. I do know where some new ones are. Oh, I did go to Keene a couple weeks ago to have lunch with my sister and a couple of my cousins on my mother's side. My mother's from Keene, New Hampshire, and she came from a family of 8 children, so 8 of them. So, yeah, I have a lot of relatives up that way. So anyway, so we went to lunch in Keene at the place called The Pub. It was very nice. And then there is a thrift store right down the street, right? Eye view, you can see it. And my cousin is familiar with it, one of them. So she said, come on, I'll show you. So after we ate and everyone left, said our goodbyes to them, I went and followed her in my car to the thrift store. Went in there, got some cute things, good prices, a little high on some stuff. This clothing I thought was a little high, but upstairs where the knicky-knacky things were, I did very well. So I will be going back there for that kind of stuff. And so that was fun. So then, what's right around the corner but a little casino there in Keene, New Hampshire called Wonder Casino. And I really didn't have the extra money. I had about $60 extra on me. And okay, if we go in there, that's all I can spend. And I know from being at casinos in the past that don't take long in a casino to spend $60. Trust me. You can put a $20 bill in and, within seconds, just 2 minutes, you've got $20 gone and you're putting another 20 in. So you can just imagine my little extra money I had didn't last long. But we had a good time. That's what it's all about. We did have fun and laughs, and the machines are exciting, and it'd be fun to go back if you've got money to blow, But anyway, we did that. And one of the things I was a little surprised, though, is that there's nothing on the slots, and it's newly renovated casino there. Because I went a year ago with my same cousin, and I thought the bets were 50 cents. And now, a year later, newly renovated, a lot more machines. Small casino, but a lot more machines and stuff. The bets are 88 cents a bet. A bet. So you can just imagine how quickly a $20 bill goes. That's ridiculous. They did have a couple of machines that took 70 cents, I think it was, but that's about it. The average bet there was 88 cents on the slots. Yeah, that's you know, that's a little outrageous, I think. But again, everything's gone up, so yeah. It was a fun day out. I'm not saying it wasn't. But yeah, you're going to have money to blow to go to these casinos, and most of us senior citizens don't really have that. I'm working fast and furious to make a buck, not to blow it. So enough of that. I can't be hanging out there. I'm glad I don't live close, because that could be addicting. It really could. Yeah. And there's one lady, her friend, I question, she's there a lot. Supposedly she's got money to blow. She must, because she's there a lot. She's got the fever. All right, there's a lot of picking away at this. I've got to do pick away. Yeah. All right. So, come up and talk with you again. You're probably getting tired of watching me do that. Okay. So, have some of my tea. So, people, I am gonna sign off before my camera goes out anyway. Love y'all. Thank you for joining me. Get your friends to come on in, watch, subscribe, hit the like, share, do all those things so I can grow my numbers this year. I don't want to have to be like that nasty, narcissistic, ridiculous kid. And however much money he's making, good for him. But you know what? The internet should really take over, and the law people, and really pounce on that kid, because what he's doing is just so outrageous, and he's sending so many wrong signals to young people, I think. That's just my take on it. But again, who am I? But anyway, it's just, really, really saddens my heart to know that we're allowing that kind of behavior and calling it the norm. That's not normal. And it's not healthy, and it's not right. It's not decent. And he's just being a real jerk. I could use other words. But anyway, back to, I hope you have a great week. A couple weeks till I see you again. Should be soon. Got lots of things I gotta do, so we'll be doing them together. I hope. Join me. Get your friends. Come on in. And until we meet again, may the universe provide. Thank you now. Bye-bye.